so tired.
Hell yeah.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
You did it.
We're live?
Friends? I see it. Would you look at that? Just a bunch of little guys.
That's us. We're little guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god,
So
click the
excited.
button. My mouse isn't working. No.
Hello,
Okay,
Kay Warwick. Hello, how are you? Everyone take a big breath in and remember that no matter what happens today, I still love you and I'm not a bad DM. I'm not mean. I'm a good
Right. Yes.
I'm afraid that there's going to be some kind of Dagron hanging out here.
a what?
A Dagron? It's like a dragon, but it's
Oh.
Tim's bass.
Oh yeah, no, it's coming. Because
A
you guys keep
Darkin?
trying to play in the thing, and we need to go.
Basic go. Okay, but stuff though.
Okay, I will burn literally all of my key points to get out of here.
Can you give me health?
Can you give me help?
That's the thing. Is all the key points I have are for sprinting. So if you want HP, you better keep up.
You're just gonna leave us in the dust.
Bye.
If that dragon shows up, you damn right.
What
I think
dragon?
that's
You
out
have
of
to
character.
carry Nettle's body, my guy.
I will have Nettle on my back and I will be
Oh,
gone.
okay. Yeah, that's fine then.
I'm concerned about the events of today. I hope one of us survives.
One
Yeah,
of us.
just
Only
one.
one.
I'm sure
It'll
Pat
be
will.
me. It'll
Yeah,
be me.
Deadeye.
It'll be Deadeye. Deadeye, he comes back next session surrounded by all of his dead friends.
Oh
I mean, that would be funny. It'd be worth it just to see Pat, like,
no!
cry
I
a
feel
little
like that
bit.
time when we all left the bar that Deadeye was at without telling him.
Wait, what?
I remember that.
I remember.
Yeah. Because we were like, wouldn't this be fun? And then I came back to the bar and was like, where?
That's funny.
This is weird. D&D Beyond does not know how to handle my new gear.
It's like, what do I do? Yeah, I was prepping a character for another thing and was doing something slightly weird, and I was like, do I have to invent a magic item to make you do something that I should be able to do? I have no idea how to add like languages or proficiencies. I bet it's in there now, but because I haven't tried since I like created Toby 35 years ago.
For something John had us do, because John has no sense of game balance, we had to make a feat, and then he had to allow homebrew feats and then accept my feat into the thing so that he could give me a spell I shouldn't have.
Interesting.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, Pat couldn't be here today. He is going somewhere. He's on airplane. He's a big airplane boy, I believe.
Yeah, he's flexing on a plane.
Yeah, he's pushing the plane. Thank you, the dead chicken. One sub, one flex. He's not here. What do we do?
I'm not. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Really?
Get off. Oh, heck yeah, more coffee.
Oh,
I have like the
Thank you.
craziest farmer stand.
That's the coffee from the place around the corner. The guy moved here from El Salvador, and he's like, when I was buying that pinball machine, I was like, hey, like I'm buying a pinball machine this week. Like it's awesome. He's like, oh, so cool. Like I used the money from my business to open a school in El Salvador, and I was like,
I bought a pinball machine. That rocks.
Hell yeah.
damn.
It's fine.
You didn't have to tell me that. I mean,
Literally like one after the other. I was like, cool, man. I feel horrible now.
Really cool. I don't give a fuck about kids.
I mean, a child will
As
be
your
able
whole-
to play the pinball machine eventually. So in the long run, who's the good person now? Yeah. Should we get into
I just
it?
want you to know that I've retired my first set of dice. Because it's the dice I used when last session, so I retired them.
You put them in jail.
Yeah.
They should be punished. That's my opinion.
You go to jail, all of you.
I like it.
So yeah, what do we do? This is a rhyme with a Frostmaiden adventure, and we're a bunch of heroes and cool folks who are trying to save this chilly town. Thank you for being here in Yonder Twitch. I wonder what happened last week, if anyone knows.
There was a troll.
There was a boat.
Uh,
We went on the boat.
troll was trying to do my job of whipping the rats, and he did
Mhm.
a pretty good job. And he slain you was a rat, right?
I was a wee mouse.
Yeah.
A mouse.
Yeah.
So that went very poorly, and we're all sad. Nettle is gone
He eated a
from
nettle.
this plane.
He sure did. Yep.
Yep.
But then we found treasure.
Yes.
So
So
much
everyone was
treasure.
in lighter moods. from the
Treasure. There's a looming
But
threat
like
of
no
dragon.
important treasure.
I got the dopest gear that for my character for this level, because now I can throw 2 daggers with every attack action.
Oh, that's right. You got the endless daggers.
Endless,
Bracer
yeah,
thing.
bracer of endless or flying daggers. I like endless daggers better.
That is cool. House
and
of
there might be
Flying
a dragon?
Daggers, but bracer style. I like that. I like that. Beautiful. Okay, so yeah, you are on the deck of the Dark Duchess. There is snow falling around you. Again, you don't see or hear anything flapping or growling or rumbling. What is it you're doing right now, folks?
Well, personally, I'm not doing
You're
much.
just like laying down or something like that.
I'm just
chilling?
not doing a whole lot.
Just vibing.
Wait, so
Chilling.
you said we're up on the deck. We're not on the below floor anymore. We've gone to the deck.
Correct, because you guys like went up to be like, hey, maybe we should freak with that captain's quarters.
Yeah.
Cool.
And now the Deadeye's not here.
He wanted to go in the captain's quarters, right?
Yeah, he was
That's what I
team. Let's
thought.
go in
Yeah.
there. But now I control Deadeye. So there's
Mm.
2 people who are team. That's GTFO. And Nettle is also team GTFO
Oh.
because I'm carrying
MC
Nettle.
Raven, thank you so much for
Oh, yeah, thanks.
the gifted subs. What is
Oh,
that?
ooh.
5 subs, 5 flexes?
Every
So
single
each of
person
us
flex
get
at the
each.
same time.
Nice job.
Yes, we
That's
did
beautiful.
it.
Thank
We're
you so
so
much.
good.
You're what the fuck is go away? Wow.
Team
what
flex,
a what a
man.
bounty.
Yes. So that's Deadeye, me, and Nettle that are team. F this boat. We'll come
Nettle
back
doesn't get a
later.
vote.
Oh.
Nettle, I'm carrying Nettle, which counts as a
Okay.
vote.
That's true, I guess.
I'm
That's fair,
gerrymandering
that's fair.
Nettle to count as a vote for safety.
I guess that's true.
So do we have this stuff in the like what's it called? Sled?
It would
No,
take a
'cause the
couple
sled is
trips
really far away.
because while it's not necessarily a weight issue, some of the last layer has some big stuff. So even though Dorksalim is a Fearbolg who has the ability to carry big stuff, his like carrying capacity is based like on a higher creature. It still probably take like 3 trips, especially given the fact that Nettle is also some of the precious cargo.
And we've just decided to are we really just abandoning my whole backstory ship here? I mean, it's fine, we got the treasure, we're good, but like you don't want to know if the captain is alive
Well,
or cursed or
I do, but we can come back later because there's
No,
a
I for sure-
dragon.
I want to know.
I want to know too. It's killing me.
and just if we come back and later the dragon's going to know we stole his things.
Yeah, it's true.
You
dragon will
mentioned
know
what if
either way.
he's undead like me in there, and I don't like that. It's kind of my thing.
I mean, if you really don't want to know, it's fine. We can leave.
I want to know. I just want to have be fully prepared for a dragon.
So
Can you fight the dragon?
I can throw knives at the dragon.
So you can't fight a dragon.
I mean, it would be fighting, but I could go a round or 2, perhaps.
Probably less than that. Can our wee dog friend fight the dragon?
What? Yeah, I can fight a dragon. Look at
Well, I know you probably gonna fight a dragon, but what about our wee dog friend?
He's very strong. He could probably. Maybe. I mean,
Because dragons fight big. They don't hit one person at a time.
Thank you, Cheddars, for the Twitch Prime
Yes.
Ooh.
sub. One flex. Gotta give it up.
do it. Yeah.
I'm flexing my brain.
Yes.
Bonus flex.
I mean, you could also hashtag split the party and let Tash and
I was thinking about that.
Mittens.
Oh my
work on
god.
So how about
Door.
you carry the stuff to the sled, and Mr. Mittens and I will peek under the door right quick. We won't. We'll be real quick.
Real quick.
Just real
I'll
quick.
help too.
Yeah.
No, I could sense.
This is
I
a
could sense-
terrible idea, but I will allow it. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Okay.
I will
You
sprint the
and
stuff.
Deadeye.
Yes,
Did we-
So you're
me,
not alone.
me and Deadeye will move
Nettle.
and carry the stuff to the sled.
We
I'll help
also
with the
didn't do
door.
anything about the room that was probably full of zombies downstairs either, right? Like we just
The,
kinda
that
walked
door
away from
was
that.
never opened, right? There's just skittering behind
Yeah,
it.
it was like broken, kind of.
I'm guessing it's zombies.
Jesus God.
I know
Uh,
Tash was saying last session she just pop her eyeball out.
Oh yeah.
And roll it on anything.
well,
Because I bet you there's more cool stuff, but the looming fear of this dragon has me
What dragon?
in a vice grip.
It's fine. The more we talk about it, the closer it's gonna get. So let's
Jesus
just go.
Okay,
That is
fine.
true.
Go ahead. I'm gonna move stuff to the sled.
Okay, as
So that our bounty is
as you go to grab Nettle's body, which is already partially covered in ice and snow from the falling storm, you notice that she is rapidly freezing over with a layer of dark black ice. Her previously serene face is now warped into a mask of pain, but that is perhaps just a distortion of the ice. Everyone but Jennifer, please take your headphones off.
Oh my God.
Death by Kitten, thank you so much for all the subs.
team flex.
Nettle. You're floating in what appears to be a black, freezing ocean. You only hear the deep rumbles of crackling glaciers in the distance. It feels like hours or days before you feel anything other than the oppressive cold and pressure on your body. You struggle to breathe and to avoid chunks of ice as you're pulled by the current at what feels like a glacial pace. Not knowing which direction you're being pulled, you're unable to resist the force of this ocean. Finally, your bruised and broken body stops and is immediately sucked deeper. You feel something sharp rake against your back. Your hand is pierced with a dagger of ice. You land in a long house lit by a single low fire in the middle of a large, silent room. A man sits in a tall chair made of wood with carved runes that hurt your eyes to look upon. "Sorry for the theatrics," he whispers to you, "but I find a little pomp goes a long way in these dealings." His wicked smile curves beneath a dripping cowl, his face hidden in a shadow except for a bright gleam of his white smile and blue, gleaming eyes.
You're a pomp.
Well, pomp is not, that's not what that word means, but I will accept the compliment.
Where?
Oh, fuck.
Quit, rip Josh. Hello? Are you, am I, where? I don't like this.
As your eyes adjust, you see several ice miffits, the strange white flying creatures you battled in Lonelywood, staring
Little
down.
imps?
Yeah, the little imp things staring down at you with hungry eyes in the rafters above. You also see a man and a woman kneeling before the wooden throne, trembling. "My lord," a familiar voice cries out, "please, give our daughter a second chance. She'll be more than useful to your plans." The second figure, your mother, says in a calm tone, "She may be the key to finding the lost Netheril city that Auril has hidden from you, my lord." "Perhaps," the figure says and looks at you. "Would you care to make a deal?"
Mom? Dad?
"Nettle, it's good to see you. Unfortunately, these circumstances are obviously not ideal.
Well, yeah, you see, I've been alone for like a really long time, and I don't know where any of my friends are, or the Chewinga, or like Google, or like how I got here, or like Sonar. Have you met Sonar before? Like, it's really cold, and there was a dagger in my hand,
Your
and I just
throat
really
fills
don't know.
with frozen water, and you start choking and are unable to speak. Wow, she really just goes, doesn't she? The figure leans back, water dripping from his elbows. I've kind of hit my quota on recruiting new disciples this month, but since you two have been such good little followers, I perhaps can do something for you. Nettle, I have a proposition for you. From time to time, I use my power over the cold to bring back dead creatures
I-
in Icewind Dale. Yeah.
As he's like talking, can I like try to throw like a produce flame at him, like a fireball?
You can try, yeah. As you try, nothing happens. Like if you like whatever sort of hand motions you would do, immediately like freeze like together, and it's like so heavy that you fall to the ground. My lord Levistus, please, she surely will be helpful to you. I know it. I know it. And he goes, fine. Nettle, as I was saying before you rudely interrupted me, I can bring you
I mean,
back.
I think it's rude that you interrupted me.
I like her actually. It's like she's been gone for some time, my lord. We haven't been able to warn her appropriately about your grandeur and your power. Us matters not as long as my aims are completed. Nettle, if you help me find the lost city of Netheril within Icewind Dale, I will release your parents' souls.
Oh, but I don't want their souls, though.
Well, I have them, and they'll be consigned to death, and must do whatever I say. If you help me, I'll release theirs and yours as well. All
You
have
don't
to do
have my
is
soul.
right now. That's debatable.
I don't think you have my soul.
Well,
It's right here.
you kind of look around. It's like, hey, that's everything. Um, sure, but if you don't want, I can simply release you and you can die, and then I can just do what I please with your parents here.
So,
That's
like,
fine with
when do
me.
I get to see my friends? Because, this is a fine place, I guess, but, like, I don't really like it here because none of my friends are here. So, like, when do I get to go see them?
So true. In just a moment, you of course agree to. All you have to do is help me. That's all. It's a small ask, I would say.
I'm just helping you, and, like, that's it.
Oh, and that's it. And he lifts a hand and waves, and a large sort of pillar of ice shoots up from the ground, and written in it in an infernal script uh, is like this contract that is like that seems like it's written in an incredibly small font and goes forever. Like it's all here. It's pretty simple. You help me, I bring you back to life, and I free your parents for saving your life. Again.
This is a lot to unpack.
Yes, sorry, my daughter. We tried to protect you from all of this as much as possible, but, well, I see you've died, and if you want to...
No, I'm not dead. I just fell asleep. And then woke up here where I was presumably... Did you kidnap me?
No, you're
Have
quite
I been
dead.
kidnapped?
Oh, look at
No, you don't have my soul, then I'm definitely not dead.
Another pillar of ice comes up that has a mirror-like sheen, and you see like a huge chunk of your throat has been ripped out, and you can see like your vocal cords moving as you talk. Like, no, you're dead. You're very dead.
Why?
And then it shifts to
Oh.
like seeing your body and your friends like looking over it. Like, see that you died on that boat. You're quite dead.
Is it like a mirror?
Yeah, it's like at one point it's a mirror, and then it kind of shifts to this area.
I go over to the mirror and I'm like knocking on it and I'm like, hey, Tash, hey, I'm not, hey.
They are not responding. They're trying to. They're quite worried over your body in the primaterial plane. See, your friends are quite distraught. I could bring you back. It's no worries.
If I just do this one thing for you, and
It's
we're like
just one
under the
thing.
agreement that you definitely don't own my soul, right?
As long as you find the city, all will be forgiven and released. It's simple.
All I have to do is find the city. We're
Yes.
finding we're like in 10 towns. We're really renowned. We're like half the team is wanted by like
Right.
half of the towns.
Hey, we're still in
Josh.
headphone off zone, FYI.
Josh headphones.
I fixed it.
Can you hear us, Joshy?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're still in the headphone off zone, FYI.
Okay, cool.
Yes, you found so many towns already. Of the 10, what's an 11th? Am I right?
Yeah. I can do that. It'll make my
Yes.
friends happy. I don't get to stay here anymore. My parents are really weird. I don't really like you, you know?
As you notice when you bonked on the mirror, you've cut your hand. It's like, just sign on the line here, and a certain line starts glowing.
Do you have a pen?
No, use your blood. You see, I did a little fun trick. It's again the theatrics. I'm sorry. It gets boring. I walked away here.
Instead of signing, I just smack my hand down on it.
It's like stops abruptly. Like, okay, that works. You may meet a servant of mine, Avarice with the black swords, and Care Dinaval. I have warned her of your coming, and she is ready to work with you. Just simply be sure not to attack my disciples, or else we could have problems down the road. You see,
Okay, but like, how do I know if they're like your people? Like, what if I just accidentally do a murder, though?
Oh, for sure. Each of them have a amulet with a black sword on it.
Okay, but what if they stole it from someone else? They were like, this is really cool, I'm gonna wear it, you know?
Well, most people that steal them eventually become one of my servants, so it's probably better to on the safer side to not kill anyone with the amulet.
Right. Okay, so like, but what if they like, what if I don't see them from the front and I
How
just
often-
accidentally,
I tire of this. Just worry. Avarataras is getting closer. It would be a shame to lose a follower so quickly. A word of advice. She's an old and quite insane dragon, and in denial about the death of her rider. Knock him out of her saddle, and she'll become quite distraught and desperate. Begone. And,
We're back.
hello.
Cool.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Are
we dead?
Yeah, you all die. As you look over Nettle's body, which is encased in ice, trying to figure out just what the heck happens, with a shattering crack and echo throughout, Nettle sits up. With the wound in her neck covered over and a strange blue cracked like substance filling in the gap. Her eyes are glowing in a deep, odd blue.
Glowing?
Oh, and we all see this?
And the glow disappears. Maybe it was a trick of the light.
Nettle?
oh, hi.
Cass,
That's
just
really
gonna
cool.
run over and give her a hug
Oh my god!
immediately.
That's
What the
really
hell?
cool.
She's a
Are you-
zombie.
Are you okay?
I like reached for my neck and I'm just like, I think I was eaten.
Huh.
Yeah,
Well,
I
you
relaxed.
died.
that's exactly
Was
what
it
happened.
mittens? Was Mittens eating me?
No. It was not me. I swear. They saw it. It was not me. I didn't bite you. No.
Oh, okay.
I was passed out. I don't know. Could have been Mittens.
Thanks. It's
What you got?
This
You
feels
got
like,
had by
Chum
the
Stairs.
troll.
It
Huh?
was really dark
And
for a
she's,
really long time.
you were gone for like 4 hours.
Oh, it was like weeks or like
What?
days. I don't really have a sense of time, but it was definitely more than that.
Yeah, time is math, and that's straight people stuff.
It's true.
I mean, how are you alive and not trying to eat us?
Hey,
So I think I'm not dead, I think, because I'm here. So that's probably that I'm not dead.
Okay.
Tim, may I medicine check?
sure.
Sick. I'm just gonna click it here because I did not have one of my dice handy,
Mm-hmm.
and it is in slow motion, baby. That's an 11.
What exactly are you trying to discern?
Really, just like medically, this seems weird. No, are we all right here? Is
Yeah.
there's there healing that needs to be done? Is this? Are we functional? Are you good?
Yeah, so like you try to get a pulse from her neck from the wound is, you don't feel anything, and as you look closer, it looks like a shattered sort of like a bit of ice, like if you drop like accidentally left out a bowl in the cold and it froze and then broke a little bit. That's what it sort of looks like. It still pushes. It's not like super hard, but it almost feels like a scab. But then when you check her pulse on her like wrist or whatever like that, more or less normal. A little heightened.
No. Okay, I guess we're fine. Cool. We should bounce.
What? Well, now that Nettle's back, we have an extra good chance at not dying with the dragon.
Oh, there's a dragon?
Well, no, there's not a dragon. That's just speculation.
Oh.
Though we did get a lot of gold.
Oh, that's really good. Maybe we can buy like I don't know we could buy like so many warm beers.
Yes.
Thank you to Anonymous who gifted a sub.
Yeah, threw out a flex there.
Oh hell
Thank
yeah!
you, thank you.
Bonus flex. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, this is weird, and I want to ask more questions about this undeath thing you're doing. It's very interesting. But I guess are we leaving? Because if there's a dragon, we might all be undead soon. And if there's not a dragon, we should go see if the captain's alive. What are we doing?
I'm taking stuff to the cart with
Okay.
our marksman.
Okay, I would like to go look at the door.
Hey, has anyone seen my chewinga?
Oh no.
Oh, that is a good question. Oh,
No,
wait, what? Listen, we can make this very easy for everybody, okay? We're going to the captain's door, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up our Deadeye, set him in front of the door,
Mm-hmm.
and then Deadeye is going to undock his foreskin cannon and turn it into a flamethrower,
Mm-hmm.
and just blast the door with the flamethrower.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he tried
Because
that
that
a
would
little
melt.
bit, and it's surprisingly not.
Well, he did it with firebolt.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
this is
literally
like-
has a thing that shoots a jet of flames.
Yeah, this is it's not surprisingly not as powerful as you'd think it would be.
So it's like magic ice.
No, I just don't think flamethrowers work as well as we think they do against super frozen ice, and while it's like -50.
Meetings just does shaving a haircut.
What does
What?
Just knock on the door.
Oh, and yeah. I mean,
Oh.
there's still enough ice that you can't get to it.
Damn. That's all I've got.
But we can hear something on the other side.
No, that was downstairs. Upstairs,
Oh.
you don't hear anything.
Is there like, I mean, it's a decrepit ship. Is there? I asked there if there was a hole in the floor underneath, and we
There-
didn't really
yeah.
check that out.
Yeah.
But is there like a wall or something? Can I just bust through another way? Like, or is it like equally iced? All about?
Yeah. I mean, especially from this area that's more exposed to the elements, I would say it's equally iced.
I don't know. This kind of sucks. Can you think of a way to get the door
I
open?
think, well,
'Cause-
okay, so I think the combination of the flamethrower and you guys hitting it like before
Yeah.
will get you through it. I don't think one of us is going to solve it. I think it's just if we just put everything into it and then it'll go by quicker. Is
Yeah,
what I'm
similar
saying.
to the treasure downstairs.
Yeah. Again, the flamethrower can stay here without Deadeye. It's like the flame. I can just aim the flamethrower at it, and it'll just keep shooting the flames at it while you guys are whacking it with stuff. And then me and Deadeye can load stuff into the sled and come back.
Yeah, and that flamethrower would definitely help. It's very, very powerful. And with you
Yeah.
guys cracking at it, it'll count as an entire body for timing purposes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not saying the
All
yeah. The flamethrower isn't gonna solve it. It's just
Yeah.
a,
Okay, just
a
to make sure
key.
it was not a Zelda boodle-doop thing.
Yeah, not that.
All right, well, let's whack at it then.
Okay.
I'll throw some magic knives.
And Nettle, what are you doing? Are you helping carry stuff or attacking the ice door?
Attacking the ice door.
Perfect. All right, so Deadeye and our good friend Dorksalim are bringing the loot to the sled carriage wagon. It takes you all about 20-25 minutes to break through, and then you through until you finally get to the door.
Okay, sick.
You think that you can bash it open.
Yeah. No jiggling the lock. Is it?
No. It seems interable with one of your previous bashes or flames.
Hey, so does someone want to go through the door first?
Well, yeah, you definitely don't have to do that. I'll do it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Do I have to knock it, or do I? Does it
No,
just
you're
open?
strong enough that it's fine. You bash in. The aft castle is taken up by one spacious cabin. Frost covers every surface and furnishing. A human corpse is slumped against the port side wall. Its left arm draped across part of a heavy chest that's tucked in an alcove under a staircase. The skeleton wears a jacket and wide brim hat that hides most of its skull. Under its right arm is a captain's journal. The floor is strewn with empty wine bottles.
Well, gee, he might have lived a little bit longer if he had something other than just wine up here, but at least he died feeling warm, which, is all some of us can ask for.
I guess I'm not surprised to see that he's dead, but I am a little surprised to see that he was skimming treasure. Mittens walks over and
Yeah, you notice the
Tries-
dead body of Captain Blue Moon, your former captain.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm like, hey, Cap, mind if I borrow this? And I reach for the journal.
Okay. So the journal chronicles the exploits of the Dark Duchess, but says little about the man in charge. Go ahead and yeah, since you know him, how about you tell us a story or two about our good friend Captain Blue Moon and your times on the boat, Mittens.
Yeah. It's it's funny seeing him dead here because he really loved a couple of times we were boarded by pirates and but he tricked them and he killed lots of pirates on the ship himself. So it's just I
Did
kind of
he
thought he
eat
would
them?
never. never die. We didn't listen. The eating didn't happen until we were stuck in the ice, and it was mostly me and a couple of other guys, and then just me. Uh, but the captain, he didn't
Okay,
ever
I
eat
thought
anyone.
maybe this was like a ship, like the Black Duchess thing.
No, it.
And
You
we
know,
say hello to each other, or like.
we always kept the treasure because we killed everyone that would approach in malice. We weren't pirates, but we were like, you know,
So are you a bad guy?
not a
Privateers.
bad guy. The people they tried to rob us, and then we would stop them from robbing us and anyone else forever.
So are you like pirate adjacent?
Oh, wait a second. You sure get on our butts when we do a murder, but here you are claiming to do a lot of murders, and also I've never eaten anybody. So I feel like you have judged us improperly.
It's
Damn.
it was mostly the captain doing the murders or giving the orders for the murders.
So now
and it
you
wasn't-
say, before you said we, you were very adamant on the we, and now you're backtracking.
It was-
Deadeye and Dorksalim come back. Josh, can you give me an intelligence check with advantage by our good friend Deadeye?
Oh, snap.
Yes.
Like a history check, I guess.
History check. Where are my stats at? Where the 14.
14. Okay. Yeah, you notice a curious symbol, a red eel wrapped around a gold trident, affixed to the captain's hat, but unable to discern what it is, other than it reminds Deadeye of some sort of faction in Luskin.
Deadeye remembers this.
Mhm.
Deadeye would be like, "Oi, he's one of them Ale Hydra bruvs," and then points at the hat.
That I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but
Snakes and all that. Tuesday, innit?
Yeah, you also know that the captain was cruel, cunning, and ruled the ship through fear instead of respect. Pretty much everyone hated him. The final journal entry reads, "That damned white dragon is back, circling above me like a vulture. I reckon she could carry the ship back to Luskin, were she of a mind to die from starvation, bitter or cold, or a dragon. Choices, choices."
Are you reading this out loud?
It's a great
Right.
question.
I don't know if Mittens is reading it out loud, but at the dragon thing, I'd be like, "Oh, yeah, there is a dragon, guys. It's he wrote it in here."
What else is gonna make the hole?
Well, I don't know.
That
An
ice scroll?
iceberg?
So
Dice Troll's
yeah.
hands weren't big enough. They had little baby hands.
Maybe there were like 10 ice trolls.
Okay, we definitely should get it. There's more than four of them, then we should bounce.
Yeah,
Well, let's grab that though.
Yeah, and there's a chest that the body is draped over.
Is it locked?
It appears locked.
Who needs a key?
I mean,
Or just take the chest?
how heavy is the
It's pretty
chest?
big. Yeah, it's pretty big and wide. You can go ahead and give me an investigation check.
All of us?
Probably just Mittens.
3.
Okay, never mind. If you want to take a little extra time searching for a key, you can tell me where would you look for a key here.
Can I check the
okay.
captain's pockets?
You sure can. You find a key. Yeah, there's a inside the captain's jacket pocket, the characters can find a key with its head fashioned in the form of a rat skull.
Oh, is this
You
yours?
surmise that you can unlock the treasure chest from there, but the treasure chest
I
has a
like-
little bit of ice on it, so you have to break it
I
off.
like to imagine Mittens is like scouring the room, and I'm just like, oh, I found it.
Yeah, it's like when you're in an escape room. It's like, well, that's too obvious. I got to go all these other things.
Oh yeah.
As you can see, the rat thing was kind of a theme around here. That's I went into rat whipping. That's what I did. That was my job on the boat.
I will
The
say,
rats.
Brett did the rat thing before I showed him the key thing, and I lost my mind when I was like, bro.
That's funny. That's very
It's all
cool.
meant to be.
So yeah, it'll probably take you about 5 minutes to get the ice off of the chest, but
Can the foreskin flamethrower blast it and make it
yeah.
instant?
No,
Would it damage the chest?
no,
Okay.
it'll help.
Yeah, let's help. There's a squirt of flamethrower on there.
Okay, so
It
it
just
takes
blasts off a bit of flame on the
yeah,
thing.
it takes a
Oh,
couple of minutes,
Nice.
and you're able to unlock the chest.
you
Inside the chest is a wooden partition that divides the interior into two halves. One side is empty except for a dozen wine-stained corks. As you can tell, this is where he kept his wine. The other side contains 150 gold pieces, 520 silver pieces, a small gold bracelet you assume that would be worth about 25 gold pieces, a large gold bracelet that you assume would be worth 250 gold pieces, as well as an odd bag, like an ordinary bag made from gray cloth appears empty.
Josh, you're Pat, so you better be doing all that math.
I
Oh,
can-
gross. That's right. Oh, shit. Okay.
And have we touched the bag yet?
I don't believe anyone's touched the bag yet.
We have not touched the bag.
Touch the bag.
Inspect the bag.
Okay.
Tim, how much gold and silver was it?
I
again?
just pasted it in the Rime and Frostmaiden chat.
Oh, thank God. Bless you.
As you're checking the bag, you find the presence of a small fuzzy object, and the bag weighs about half a pound.
Wait, so who's touching it?
I guess it's Mittens, but I know it's probably not gonna happen, but I'm so afraid of being fucking mimicked into the bag.
Oh.
But
Okay, yeah. You accidentally let out a fuzzy object, and it hits the ground. Can you give me a D8 roll, my good friend Mittens?
oh goodness, all right. All of my dice rolling has been great the
It'd
last
be
couple of sessions.
Sick if you rolled a 2, but don't. You know what? It's fine. Whatever.
8.
8. As this odd gray fuzzy object hits the ground, in a poof, a giant elk is standing there looking at you.
Elk?
Excuse me, an elk?
An elk. A giant elk. It cocks
Is
his
that-
head and then goes up to you and nuzzles your shoulder.
Oh,
Can I pet it?
hello.
Wow.
And it accepts the pets.
This is.
Are there
Wait,
more
is
of them
that-
in there?
That was
There's-
amazing.
You do not detect any other fuzzy objects.
Can we recompress the elk into the buff?
Vacuum seal the elk.
You may have freed the elk. Does the elk want to go back in there? Do you want to go back in there? I say to the elk, stomp twice for yes.
The elk is confused and does not offer you any sort of confirmation.
I take the bag
Okay.
from Mittens and put it on one of the elk's ears.
It oddly enough does not slurp into the bag.
Oh.
Deadeye can spend some time figuring out what the heck this is, but it'd probably take him 10 minutes to an hour.
Do I need to? Can I waste a slot on animal friendship just to have him accompany us for a whole day?
It's
Can
been
we
following you
keep it?
around as
Oh, no,
like
please.
when you step back to let Nettle put it on its ear, it kind of like followed you, Mittens.
Oh, nice.
It
I
seems
just have
to-
like a cool pet moose.
An
Or
elk.
elk? An elk? What's the difference
Big
between an
elk.
elk
There's a
and
giant difference.
Yeah, moose are
can't-
probably 10 times larger than an elk.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's like a giant elk, but it's just kind of like normal sized. It's not. You said
it's-
giant, and I was like, it's a moose. But
It's huge. It's very big. So yeah.
Is it gonna be able to get out the door?
That's a great question. I think that's very funny.
Oh no.
Oh.
you just have
Well.
to do a little creative, like head tilting. And
Okay, yeah. Everyone, give me. Let's do a skill challenge. Just everyone, give me a animal
no.
handling check to see if you can get this elk out of the small door.
What if we just
I'm
leave it there?
extremely good at this.
That is
That
true
would be
too.
I
horrible.
got a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
It's good.
Yeah,
'cause
my
I only
total
got
is a
13.
24.
Oh,
I got a
wow.
17.
17. What'd you get, Mittens?
13.
13. Yeah. Okay, you're able to figure it out. Mittens is taking on the classic supervisor role that is helping as you guys do all the work. And you're able to kind of Tetris this thing out, and it clearly is following your orders in a way that denotes that it's like it will do what you say. It's your buddy.
Oh, I love this. I've always wanted a pet. I got to think of a cool name for you. I can't just drop one because it's gonna be horrible.
You've always wanted a pet, but yet you spend all your free time killing little rats.
His name
Don't
is
you have
Elkin
a-
John.
Don't you have an axe beak?
Yes,
Are those is it does it secretariat mean anything to you?
I love Secretariat, but he never comes with us. You know, like my boy Elkin John here can hang out with us, and you know,
You just teach your bird how to do hunter things.
yeah, totally. I'll teach everyone to do hunter things. I'm surprisingly bad at most hunter things, actually. But
And again, this is bigger than a normal elk, so it might be moose size. In all honesty, it
Okay,
probably
then
would have
that's
been
also
impossible to
terrifying.
get it out of the captain's corner. But
Do we still
I
have
ain't
the
trying to be that mean
lantern?
guy. I think I forget. I don't remember
Piece of what?
the
That
lantern.
lantern that helped us find the chewingas.
I feel
I think we
like
give that back.
we gave it back because it was useless to us because it was just
Right.
constantly on.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I think
We
we
were
give
like,
it
it's
back.
just on forever.
Yeah. If you've had it now, it'd be off. Oh, I'm crying.
all right, well, so
Aw.
what should we? So the elk, he can help us carry some treasure out. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we move it all already?
You probably only got like. Yeah, you probably did move it all already, actually. So. But yeah, the new treasure and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, new treasure for sure.
Yes,
So
Tash.
were there any like bookshelves or something in
Mm,
the captain's quarters?
mm,
Any like paper things?
If there were, they'd probably frozen over. But I think it's likely that there is some sort of books.
Does his
outside of
desk
his-
have
his-
like
his journal.
drawers?
His desk have what?
Drawers.
No. It's kind of a sparse office, to be honest with you.
The desk is more of just like one of those pop-up tables.
Just a
Like a
plank
beer
of wood.
pong table?
Yeah. It's like
Excellent.
a table in an RV that swivels up and down. Maybe makes a second bed. Who's to say?
Well, this is dope. I got a new pet. I got some daggers. Today's turning up mittens, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
mean, I'm
not
glad
even
you're
a
having
drink.
a good day.
When Nettle's back. And I didn't even
Nettle's
have
back.
to find a scroll.
Oh yeah, that too.
Vince is like everything but this one thing.
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
But there is a dragon. We should leave.
As your feeties touch down
See,
on
no.
see,
the,
Oh, no!
you see. Here we go. God damn it!
I was
the
like, why are you
likelihood
rolling
goes
dice?
up by 10 every hour, and
Yep.
you are at 70%, or no, you're at if I rolled above a 70, then it would show up, and I got a 76. Yeah, as you're probably 200 feet away from your sled, you hear the. Well, actually, I have a descriptor. Over the howling wind, you hear the flapping of titanic wings, followed by the crackling of ice under the weight of something immense. A loud snort accompanies the sound of claws scraping against the timbers. The voice of what could only be a truly immense dragon fills the bowels of the ship. Where's my treasure? It screams and echoes across the motherfucking sea of flowing ice and plains in front of you.
So we left the boat. We're almost to our sled. Can I just haul ass the rest of the
You're 200 feet away.
I whisper to the group, "Don't answer."
Nettle's like got her mouth open about to say something, and she's like, "Oh."
You know what?
Just. Shh.
I will pick up Deadeye and just start just trotting a little quicker to get away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the dragon doesn't know where we are yet.
Right. You hear the titanic wings flap, getting farther away as you get within 100 feet of the wagon. As you get within 75 feet, you hear it getting closer. It appears you can't quite see it. You just see a big shadow through the sort of snowy, foggy. What's the word I'm looking for? Just the overcast day that it's always basically is in Icewind Dale. But since you're so close to the water, it's even shittier. You see
It's like a snow haze or whatever.
Yeah,
I know
snow haze. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know what you mean.
You see the shadow getting closer to you, and as soon as it gets, you swear that it gets within 100 feet of you, and yet it still doesn't find you. Can everyone give me a crappin' stealth check?
And I do a pass without trace.
Everyone freeze. Its eyesight is based on movement.
Are we doing pass without trace? How's that work?
What is that?
Here, let me roll for
Stealth.
Velo chat, each creature you choose within 30 feet has a +10 to dex to stealth checks.
Okay.
Are you plus? So we all get a +10,
Yeah.
including Elk and John.
Mm-hmm.
I got
go
it.
Do I roll
ahead
for
and
Elk
roll
and
for
John?
Elk and John. You got a 1?
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
So we get the +10.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
If I have a +6
Uh-huh.
and I rolled a 1,
Mm-hmm.
but I still got 17,
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You can't critically fail a skill
because
check.
that's what happened. Not a hypothetical. I guess.
Technically, you can't. But if Tim wants to be fun, he could.
I mean, that is not what the rules say, but it's more fun to critically fail skill checks. Am I right, everybody?
That's what I'm saying. It's up to 10.
Yeah.
Deadeye got a. I don't think he actually has a number in. Oh, he does. Holy shit! Deadeye got a dirty 20. Wait. Yes, a dirty 20. I got a 26. 28.
Deadeye, it turns out, is exactly as stealthy as a giant elk. And Mitten's got a 28.
I got a 27.
Okay.
Some dope rolls.
Because Deadeye rolls a disadvantage on this, and I was like,
Nice job. It doesn't appear to be able to find you, but it's pretty relentless. You hear it screaming out with a maddening bit of desperation. She says, "Melthorond, cast some sort of magic to find these rats." You get to your cart, and she's still frantically flying back and forth. So while she hasn't found you yet, she hasn't given up her chase.
Goodness.
Because we're riding out. Yes, like we.
Oh yes, quickly.
Cool.
Let's
I
get
tell all of the
the
axe
fuck
beaks
outta
that we got a GTFO this bait.
Okay, so if the
Oh,
axe
fuck.
beaks are
D. Martin.
pulling,
Yes. What's up on Flex?
Flex
Thank
my
you.
energy.
Sorry, Tash.
Flex made me drink.
Okay, so the axe beaks are pulling the sled.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Can we ride the giant elk? I mean, I'm riding a dog,
Yeah.
but would the elk be faster and be able to carry people?
Well, it's one elk carrying probably one person versus a sled carrying.
I mean, if someone wants to ride the elk, that would be fine.
Yeah, because
It-
there's like
it would-
what
it would
5
do
axe beaks pulling the
whatever-
sled.
Right, yeah, it would do whatever Mittens says. And it has a speed of 60 feet, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
How fast are axe beaks?
Great question.
I think they're like 40 or 50. The elk might be technically be faster, but it probably wouldn't be faster if we stack on there.
They are the same speed.
Well, shit. There you go.
Fuck yeah, man, shit. All right, so you're wanting to take your sled out of its alcove?
That seems like
well,
a trick question.
we didn't get pass without trace on the axe beaks.
So true.
No, but it has all of the stuff. Like we can't
just-
carry the stuff without the sled.
Yeah, but we could like hide for a little bit until the dragon, like is the dragon gonna be like, my treasure must be right next to the shore and like search for hours, or is he gonna like fly away,
Well, but the dragon lady was talking to somebody. Do we hear that? I feel like you said
Yeah,
it, so we
she's
heard
like
it.
yelling and
So-
saying
she
all sorts
said
of crazy
to-
stuff.
Do like a spell, I think. And what if I don't know much about magic, but I mean, I think if they did a spell to come find us, we're like right here.
Yeah, everyone give me a history check.
History.
I think I only have a +1 in history. 14.
Okay.
I think
You
mine.
have a +1, 7.
Hell yeah.
17.
Hell yeah.
So I got a 3
Hell yeah.
and a 7.
Hell yeah. All right.
7 for
Nettle.
Deadeye, 3 for me.
Nettle, this sounds like the dragon that the Tin Towners call the White Worm, and that you've heard his name is actually Arviatores. I'm gonna copy and paste it in Twitch chat, and in the Rime of the Frostmaiden chat. I wonder if D&D Beyond has Matt Mercer or
I bet it. I'm not gonna say I bet it does.
no, because it's actually just it doesn't.
It's
have
Italian. It's Arvitoracci.
Avatarachi.
There you go. Hell
I'm into
yeah.
that. That is perfect. All dragon names are now Italian and not whatever the fuck they're. maybe
All
supposed to
dragons
be.
are now Italian.
That's so true. Hey, Maltrand, where's my?
Doing the hands while it's flying.
Where is my treasure?
And so forth and so on. All right, yeah. So what are you guys gonna do? Okay, Warwick. I don't know what any of those. What does that mean? What is that? That's like a fucking pie sign.
Excuse me for not being able to
Arve
read.
a chorus. Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, it's not. That's fine. Alvarachi.
Yeah. How like we say an alcove? Like, are we inside something, or are we just like kind of tucked under something?
It's more tucked, right? It's not a cave. It's not the best hiding spot.
Yeah, so we're not like hidden. We're just like kind of. It's more. Is it more like protection from the elements?
Yeah,
than hidden?
you're like extremely lowercase hidden, lower font. You know,
Yeah.
Italicized hidden.
italicized hidden.
Yeah.
Not
Very
underlined hidden. Underlined, I
Yeah.
feel like would be better. Well, bolded would be better, I'd say.
Yeah,
Unsure
hidden
about
hidden asterisk, and then the asterisk is not at all.
a wee bit hidden.
Yeah,
All right, what do you do?
I mean, based on what this looks like, I say we should just keep moving.
I
How
feel
far-
like the dragon probably won't give up searching, so if we stay put, we might be found eventually.
How far are we from any towns? And does any of us
16
know?
hours.
Oofta. Do any of do any of us know how fast a dragon can fly?
You assume quite fast.
Yeah, they are big as hell, so I imagine very
Yeah.
fast.
Oh man. I
There
mean,
is an argument made for running. I like it because the farther away you run from the point, the more area the dragon has to search theoretically
So
to
true.
find you. So
you're not wrong. But hear me out. What if we get to a town safely and then the dragon finds us? And then we're back at square one, like with Mr. Deadeye when he made a town hate us because we brought a dragon to the town.
How would
Well,
they
in
know we
that
brought the
case-
dragon to the town?
Because we sell them all the stuff that we took from the dragon, and they would probably figure it out.
yeah, well, I mean that would be Bremen, right? They already hate us.
That's true. Wait.
Does that stack?
Was Bremen the one where all the people got killed?
That was Lonelywood.
Oh, okay. Well, then there's probably people there to help us defend against a dragon.
It's like 3 people, sure.
Is Bremen the place where we got the building from?
That's also Lonelywood. Bremen is
Yeah,
the
no,
place
Bremen-
with the 5 taverns where you killed the town speaker's niece. Well, you didn't kill her.
We didn't
You
kill.
did, I'm sorry. I misspoke. You did not kill her.
But
We
they were
broke
like,
the
you know,
news.
maybe you
Yeah.
should leave. Don't come
Tim
back.
is just gonna blame us for all of the character deaths in this whole campaign.
Yeah, every single one of them. Like, well, you guys killed everyone in
You
Lonelywood, even though we
Killed
didn't.
Nettle.
So
I
we're
love-
You killed them.
The optics of this, where like the speaker's just like, just get out of my fucking town, and then the next day we run back into town screaming,
This is
"Dragon!"
Dragon. It sure has been a nice 3 days without those adventurers.
Yeah, but also like the dragon isn't chasing us at the like as far as we know right now. This dragon is not chasing us. So if we just go, unless like we turn around and we see dragon beelining at us, we're. Do you know what I
have a
mean? Like
dark
we're not.
Yeah.
I have a dark thought. What if
Oh God.
we attached some of the treasure to Elkin John and just had it run in a circle out here?
Oh,
It cocks its head at you.
Would you? I mean, you would do that for us, right, Elkin John?
It does a kind of like bat putting its head up and down.
He would gladly serve as decoy.
Okay, that's really fucked up, but I'm not against it.
I suppose.
God.
I mean, we could just go for the sprint.
I mean,
Yeah.
so like whatever happens, I would really not like to die today.
Well, me too. Yeah, actually, I would like Nettle to not die again.
Well, then
Extremely
I would
agree.
suggest not riding Elkin John because I feel like if worse comes to worse, we're gonna chuck him at the dragon.
Oh
That's so
gosh.
spooky.
Listen, I just met you, Elkin John. I love you, but you're like the new guy, you know?
Elkin John fight.
Okay, I agree with everything you guys are doing. I'm gonna run to the bathroom quick,
Okay.
but
Do it.
I'm game. Whatever you guys decide.
Okay, so what treasure are you gonna put on our Elkin John?
I feel like some of the what? Oh gosh,
We have like a gold a small gold bracelet. Do you want to just put that on?
Just
like
put
an
a
antler?
single small bracelet on this elk.
It
Yeah,
doesn't have to
That'll
be. I
do
guess,
it.
the gold, but like some of the shiny things. You know, the what would catch the eye of the dragon.
I
Yeah, do you
forget
want me
what
to-
it is that we even have.
You have like A lot of quartz, a lot of aquamarine.
yeah.
Yeah, the
Chameleon.
challenge here is Pat writes down all of the treasure.
Yeah.
So-
There's like indigo fabric lined with gold thread. There's a 1-foot marble statuette of a griffin inlaid with
Oh, we can
gold.
tie the statuette to it.
Mm.
I feel like the statuette's probably going to be worth what? More than 100 gold? Or is it worth
it's
like no
worth
gold?
250. You'd
Or
assume.
maybe like the fabric.
Because this bracelet, the small gold bracelet is only 25 gold, which is a drop in the bucket to
There's
us now.
the mithril armor. There's that skull wand that like is emitting a green light.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Let's do the skull wand in the small bracelet. Because if there's something that thing's going to track, it's that wand, I bet.
So the small bracelet was in the captain's quarters, not in the.
I don't know how smart an idea it is, like
hear
out
it.
of character. I don't know how smart of an idea it is to have a wand just like whipping around.
Yeah, also, is it like we didn't like figure out what the wand does yet, right? Like,
No,
No.
you have not
No.
had time to
We haven't had time to
make
like sit with
friends
it.
with the wand.
I don't know if it's fair to get meta, but sometimes wands are awesome for non-magic users. You know, like
Yeah.
They can be.
I don't know. I don't honestly now that I've said it out loud, I don't really like this plan.
So then let's just then hop in the car and go then. F it. We'll all just ride
Alright.
together.
So what are we doing?
We'll just tie the one bracelet to the back of Elk and John just in case, and then we'll all run.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll put a
And
small
again, the
gold
bracelet,
bracelet.
is not from her hoard.
Oh, that's true. Okay, well then F it. Let's just ride.
All right.
And there's other stuff you could do. Why is my monitor turning off? Do I have a bad cable, guys?
Maybe.
The cable.
That's what I thought
guy.
happened to my internet. I thought it was my Ethernet cable, but I think my computer was just like, girl, and then
Friggin'
you've
Pizza.
watched enough today.
Okay, so you guys are just gonna boot scoot boogie?
Yeah.
I do want to say, when Mittens suggests using Elk and John as bait, I just turned to Tash and I'm just like, should we make a note not to get Mittens any pets?
Yeah, I think so. I think that we need to take that bag away from him in case more pets come out of it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
when Mitten says that, there's a little butterfly in the corner of the screen that says the party will remember this.
Distrust unlocked.
Yeah.
All right. So so we put the cheapest gem from the Dragon's Hoard on the back of Elk and John.
Okay.
And then, but we all run off together.
Okay.
And then if we absolutely need to, we'll just say, "Hey, Elk and John, turn around."
Okay.
That's so fucked up.
You put one single quartz on or like maybe tie it around its neck as a beautiful necklace. Surely that will
That'll do
something,
it.
you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine the rest of the treasure is hidden from sight under a blanket on the sled or something.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
we can
Dragons are
try,
famously not made of
um,
magic.
We can tie one of the tattered pieces of fabric to it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, the indigo fabric.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe like
One
tie
of
2
nine,
of those to
simply-
its antlers.
Yeah. That would be sick. That'd be sick. I'm sure that glints a lot more too.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, we run.
All right. I guess give me an animal handling check. Whoever is driving the motherfucking carriage.
Who has the best animal handling? Because
Me, I have advantage on animal handling checks with animals.
Okay.
What's
Yeah.
your plus?
Unless anyone has
A
any
+5.
Ooh,
ground
snap.
vehicle proficiency or whatever the fuck that's called. I don't know.
Mine's a +6, but I don't have. Oh no, it's not. I lied. My stealth is +6.
Yeah.
All right.
Um,
So Dork Slim is the driver. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Give me an animal handling check.
A 19.
That's a great roll. All right, you shoot out of the sort of alcove in your sleigh thing. Can you guys hear me right now?
I can hear you.
I just want to make sure that when my screen goes black, it's not like I disappear. Like when that happens, is it happening just to me, or am I
You have
gone
not
from?
gone black.
Yes.
Am I just
Oh, gee.
gone?
It's just you.
It's one of those things where if you can't see it, everything just turns into like random pixels that float behind you or whatever, and then when it comes back on, we all rematerial. Are we? What is your reality? You know.
It's not the
Fuck.
Matrix. Like,
Fuck.
like you still exist if the computer turns off.
I don't know.
It's not how that works.
All right, you shoot out from the little alcove, going quite fast as your cadre of reindeer, aka axe beaks, pull the sled. In the heightened tension, you grimace at how loud the sled can be. As before, you weren't really caring about it so much. Now it's a little bit louder than you would like.
Yeah, and we're also hauling ass, so it's like real rattly.
Yeah. I will show you what Everson looks like. Boop, boop. You catch a glimpse of her as she gets within 70 feet of you,
Goodness.
and for some reason she's unable to flit down and grab you. Oddly enough.
Can we see whether or not she has a rider?
You see like a dark form on her back. All right, let me have her do a goddamn perception check. Boop. Boop. Oh, that's really good. She rolled really good. Okay. You see the shadow in the air kind of turn and start zigzagging like a snake in the air towards you. Not beelining straight for you, but going kind of towards you, spiraling or kind of like zigzagging. And as she, God damn it, stop going dark like that. As she shouts, Malvarand, I heard the scratching. Surely it's those thieves. And I will get close. I can hear it maybe. As she goes closer to you. Does it only do anything? She's probably about 70 or 80 feet from you, to 120 feet from you. As she gets close, far.
Does anybody have any cool things?
I have a longbow just in
I
case.
would not shoot. I don't.
Gotcha.
I mean,
No, I mean things to help us hide.
Oh,
I don't. But I mean, we have the option.
of?
We could turn Elk and John straight around.
Okay, but that's assuming that that's actually gonna work, which I want it to. I really do.
They've
Like-
got the treasure.
Yeah.
Can anyone cast a voice from Elk and John and be like, "I've got your treasure"?
Well, I could do it in the brain.
Wait. I'm trying to read this.
I
Do.
don't want to have to.
I'm
put
looking
that.
at I have Deadeye's thing up, so I'm looking to see what this thing can do.
Mm-hmm.
Deadeye can imbue a tiny non-magical object with a property to repeat a 6-second long recorded message. It can also have like a static visual effect, give off light, or make a non-verbal sound. And he could do this up to 4 objects at a time. So I can take an action and do this.
Okay.
So I could just take like something useless and like throw it on Elk and John, and then
I love
And
it.
then have Elk and John just run off to the right.
Please don't eat me.
Like,
Please
right.
don't eat
Yeah,
me.
we don't have to make Elk and John go to the dragon, but I can. What this sounds like to me is we can make Elk and John make the same sound as our cart, wagon, sled,
but louder.
and then we just V formation,
That's actually a good plan.
and then it sounds like there's 2 carts moving in different directions.
I like it.
Sick.
Okay.
I will do this thing as Deadeye. I can't click the
Elton
thing
John.
to to keep track of it, but I will.
Yeah.
I'm keeping mental note that I did it. I doubt I'll do it more than 4 times, but
We'll see.
yeah, something like a piece of string or something. I just like toss on the Elk and John, and it's doing it.
Okay. Elkin John pulls away with tears coming down its eyes, and it looks over your back at its shoulders as it sprints away, making eye contact.
If you survive this, Elk and John, meet us in Bremen.
It runs away, getting closer to the dragon, and at one point you sort of through the haze see the dragon sharply turn and dip down and pick up Elton John with a scream like, "I found the thieves!" Picks up Elton John with massive talons in the air and flies over you as a wash of blood falls down and covers up a chunk of your carriage. And you hear, "Melthorond, there's more. Where's the rest of it? Melthorond, find them, find them." And she's gotten farther from you, but she continues her trek. She appears faster than you, by the way that she's flying. But as you're watching her senses seem off. There's your buttholes clench when she has gotten quite close to you. But she just veers off because she hasn't been able to find you yet, despite how loud your sled is. She's probably now about 100 to 200 feet away at different times, but also not really hasn't been convinced to stop searching. So yeah, I guess what else would you do to try to save your crew? Do you just pray and hope that she follows the wrong area?
About Elk and John.
I mean,
this is your idea, Mittens. You have to sit with this forever.
R.I.P. Elk and John.
That was mine. That's all I had.
We could try the cart thing again. I just need a dagger, and no, because there's nothing. We're not running through trees. This is empty, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, we could do it again, and I just like throw a dagger into the snow, and then it'll just keep making the noise there while we're also tearing off in a direction. But I don't think that would have the same. Like if we were in the woods, it would be much more effective, I think.
True. Yeah, and that's part of the problem is that like there's nowhere to hide. Every now and again there's rocky outcroppings similar to the one you hid in, but there's really not a lot. And you know it's about like 6 hours or so. You're making really good pace. You know that if you push your axe beaks for too long, they'll get tired and they might accidentally hurt themselves. But you know you've only been going a handful of minutes at this point, so not a lot of fear. But there is a definite danger of hurting your fine steeds. But yeah, right now it's about 100 or 200 feet away as you're going along.
Who else has something? I feel like Deadeye would have had something cool, but
that was that, and then
that was that.
Yeah, that was the cool thing. There's the foreskin cannon, but that doesn't really help us any. And then I have 2 remaining spells. I can use cause fear or invisibility. Neither of those are going to help us here.
What if Deadeye uses the foreskin cannon to like find like a weak spot in like a mountain and start an avalanche away from us? So they're like, there's lots of noise over there. It covers our noises.
I don't know that exists near us.
Yeah,
does it exist?
There's not a lot of mountains in this.
Yeah.
In this
Darn.
scene, unfortunately.
Okay.
I think all we've got is running and praying then.
Yeah, if we had a way of like obscuring ourselves somehow, that would, like, if somebody had a thing that would obscure them and then the range around them, so as they moved, it would follow them. That would be ideal, but I don't know that any of us. I don't have that, and I don't
we
think
could
Jedi
always
has
just
that.
abandon the treasure.
No.
Brett will come to your house and give you paper cuts in the webbing of your toes
Fuck
for
yeah.
making us stay on this damn boat for this treasure for you just to give it up.
That's true. I mean,
Okay.
you deserve it. You deserve it.
What if we did the avalanche thing, but we had so I have a crossbow and I just tied some fabric, some of the whatever fabric that we have that's gold line, and shoot it in that direction.
Okay. Yeah, but again, there's no real mountains in this area, unfortunately, so you can't really do the avalanche thing. But shooting some of the treasure out, I think that's a good idea.
If they get within 60 feet, I will use my brain thing to make words that are like, your treasure thieves went that way.
Okay.
Follow the arrow.
Yeah. Right now, it kind of as you all are watching and hoping and the tension is rising. It still appears that if it finds you, it will do so randomly through its inability to give up its treasure, as it flies back and forth, swoops down against the ice. As you hear its claws scraping loudly against the stone and ground around, somewhat near you. You lose track of it for some time, and then you hear it loudly, 80 feet to your left, and the shattering of another one of those smaller rocky outcrops.
Do we know where we're going? Looking at Mittens, do we know where we are running to?
So in this particular environment, it's impossible for Mittens to not know where we're going.
Yeah.
That's
right.
his one hot skill. So yes, we should know.
Yeah, you're going vaguely southeast towards Bremen, and your Mittens superpower lets you know that all the time.
Okay.
Which doesn't seem fair to me, but whatever. I'm happy you have it. It makes my job easier, I think.
How big is so my question is how far until we hit stuff where then it's not just we're out in the open? I know it's you said 16 hours to the city.
Yes.
But how long until we actually get where there's more stuff around us rather than the city?
Great question. I think it's probably quite some time.
I would doubt it.
Because
Yeah, we were out here for a while, so
yeah, it's pretty flat land, right? And probably about 75% of the way to Bremen, that's when you start to get some rolling hills and things like that, that you came from. You could also go straight south, and instead of going southeast, it might take it a little bit longer, but you'll be able to get to a river, and that you know as the Shangarn River. And there's a deeper sort of ravine, and then you can take that up to Bremen and Targos area. So you know that to be true.
okay.
And
so Mittens,
the start of that sort of lower river area is probably, oh my golly, where's that's 20 miles. So yeah, it's probably 20 miles from you.
okay. So Mittens knows this. Mittens, where are we going?
Knows this, yes. Mitten knows that you're probably 80 to 100 miles to Bremen, and about 20 miles to the Shangarn River.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we're not gonna make it to Bremen.
Yeah. I know that.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I mean, I would head for. I mean, Mittens is a very democratic leader here. It's you guys want to go hide in the fucking by the river? There's rocks and shit.
Tash, just give me a D100 roll. You will be fate, because I agree. It is sort of this is a very vague skill challenge. It's just you're in a bad situation, and it's not like you're necessarily, in imminent danger. That's just, there's a ravine in front of you, try to jump it, or there's a fallen log. Give me a perception check to go around it. This is very much like a marathon. So give me a fate roll.
D100.
D100.
Okay. So the 00, what does that mean?
That's the first one. Oh, 00 is 10, or is
10?
Is like, yeah. So
So I rolled a 1 and 00. What does that mean?
A 100.
yeah.
That's okay. Wow.
I mean, that's good. Based on the scale that I said in my head, that's like the best roll. Imagine.
That makes up for my 1 earlier.
Yeah.
Imagine
God
if-
comes down and picks the dragon up and takes
Right,
it away.
right. Imagine if it was 5 times harder to roll a natural 20, is what you just did, which makes me mad. I actually,
I used my very tiny dice. This is my D20 in that set.
Oh, it's so cute.
yeah.
The baby dice.
Or it's an 11. I kind of go back and forth
Wait,
on it.
no,
I
if it's a
usually-
1,
if it's 00.
that's an 11.
Is it an 11? Then it's
No,
very
it wouldn't
bad.
be an 11. Then it'd be
Or
a
which
1.
one's the 10?
No, because the 10.
Yeah.
The 10.
Because yeah, that's right. There's a
The
10 on
10
there. I
is
don't know. I thought it
100.
was a D9. I'm an idiot.
No, you actually just got an 11, which is the opposite of getting 5 crits.
The flip flop.
Close. But no,
Big
Yeah.
flip flop.
I am kind of yeah. The 00 is the 1 on this because
There's no 0 on the dice.
Well, on
You
the
can't roll a
double
0.
boy, there is. So,
Wait, so you can't roll like a 60?
wait,
You
the 1, the
can.
10 is in
I guess you
between
can, huh?
the
Yeah.
1 and the 9 and the 5, which means the 00 it is the 100. So yeah, I guess you did get. Wait, I'm so confused.
What is going? Are we drunk?
Am I
Wait.
drunk?
I'm so
Why
confused.
can we not do
Wait,
dice?
no, I think. How do dice work? All right, chat. What's a 00 and a 1 do?
Is double
Fail
0
lyric.
that means it's a single digit?
I think
Okay.
And then
Wait,
one
you
makes
might
it a
have just-
1?
You might have just got a 1.
I think you just got a 1.
You
no.
critical failed.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a
Yeah,
1.
you critical failed on
Yeah.
that 100.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah. You guys
That
are
sounds
right.
more like me.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
sounds-
Crit work. Yeah, double.
A 10 and a 00, I think, is the 100.
Yes, that is correct.
Yes. I was thinking it was a 1 through, it was a 0 through 9 on one of them, and then the 10 all the way up to 00 through 90 or something.
Yeah,
And
because
in my
this
brain, I
one
was
is
like-
the first 2 digits. So it
Yes.
goes 00, and if it goes 30, well, it's not the first. It's the first 2 digits. The second
Yes.
one being the 0 should be underlined
Yeah.
instead. It should be 3 plump.
Tim's just trying to make sure we fully understand how
I
much
get
we're
it. It
about
makes
to die.
sense. Yep.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
confused myself.
I critically
Um,
failed 5 times.
That's hilarious. Well,
Yeah.
what a
it's
gift it
very
is given
funny.
to both us, the audience, yourself, as you go along. So, did you guys want to do what Mitten said about going to the river?
I'm fine with
Okay,
that.
sounded like a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in no position to argue. I just want to tell the birds where we're going.
Okay.
So like if Mitten says that, then that's where we're going.
All right. So you turn at one of the times when you haven't seen Avritrachi in a few, like in 30 minutes, and you finally, like, it gets actually quiet, and you mostly just hear the quiet of the wind as it normally does, the background noise that is always here, and you unfortunately, in the gloom ahead of you, slowly but surely coming into focus, is a huge gargantuan white dragon who is on the ground, sort of on her hind legs, like doing that thing that dogs do, you know, when they're trying to like sniff. And she's trying to find you. You get within 55 feet of it, and you see that her eyes have like a milky hue to them. And you see, everyone, give me a perception check.
You said that there was somebody on it.
Yes, you definitely see a humanoid on her back.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
17.
Deadeye got a
17.
13. I got a 17.
Okay. Nettle, you see on the back of this ancient white dragon the skeletal, desiccated form of a corpse that is extremely wizard painted on the side of the van, inspired, that is strapped to a harness, its lifeless body kind of like leaning backwards as she yells, "Melthorond, I found them! Prepare your magics!" As it looks at you and its huge, and it kind of like gets down with its huge mouth opening. Let's roll initiative, and this is less of a combat and more of a.
Should we roll 20 then?
Oh, right.
Yeah, good point. Fuck you.
Well,
Sponsored by Roll20.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that if you, I didn't know what you wanted to do. So,
Yeah,
do you want us to do it in Roll20?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Wah. Oh, wait, I didn't click on my dude. Dang it.
You did.
I always forget.
Yeah, they give you an Avrati token on this map. Okay.
Click on me.
You guys are all here, right? Yeah. Okay. All right,
Really
so we
putting
need
this
a
internet.
Ooh, nice job.
20. I can see. I can't roll it that because the sheet's wrong, but I have that. All right, there we go.
All right, what does Tash get?
That's a very good
I could
question.
probably roll.
It's loading. Come on, buddy.
I don't know where the initiative button is. I'm smart.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Internet. I believe in you.
Come on, baby.
It's loading.
What is? What? How do you roll initiative? I'm stupid.
It's
maybe
in the
maybe I
character
just
sheet.
don't have access to it. I don't know. I'll just roll.
Are we on a map?
I'll just roll a d20.
Are we still in the boat?
Yeah. Well, in the
No,
map. we're
on the
boat.
map, you're still on the boat. But
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay.
I'll roll for the elk, and the elk will be Deadeye. Because that's the token I have.
Oh, wait. What? Where am I?
Then giant elk.
All the way at the bottom? What did I roll? A 12. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm having one of those days. Fuck.
All right.
Ooh.
So, Mittens, in front of you is a huge white dragon who has opened its maw and is about to spray forth
Can I
something
yell
horrible.
out to Mittens and be like, "There's a dead guy on her back"?
Yeah.
Is the dead guy dead? You made it sound like it, but are they like, like, we got a mummy?
Yeah, that's a very good point. You have not seen it move, but I guess you don't have. It looks quite dead. There's no cool glowing eyes. It hasn't responded, even though Avritrachi keeps talking to him, and he has not moved at all.
Okay. And I'm, and it's right behind us.
In front.
It's in front of us.
You're
We're running
careening
into it.
towards it.
Okay. It's. Is it blind? Because it's not. It hasn't I couldn't see us.
You're unsure. I mean, it definitely is looking at you now.
But he's like smelling us to follow us. Fuck, I don't know. If it looks like it's gonna spray shit at us, Mittens' first instinct is to get off the sled and run out of the line of fire.
Oh, not to like take the reins and move the sled out of the line of fire. Wow.
Not to like at least set the axe
You're
beaks
driving.
free and. I
Yeah,
guess,
just,
yeah.
What are you
just
doing?
kill all the rest of us. That's cool.
RP.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It's not my
Waiting.
turn yet. Mittens.
I mean, yeah,
I
I
know
do.
what? I have a hard
it-
time mental picturing the sled setup here. Is
Yeah.
there room? Because that would also be a good decision to do. But is it like I'm stuck in Avernus mode, and I'm like, there's a driver's seat, but like,
Yeah, I mean, it's probably like a covered wagon style thing that you could push your
Yeah,
way
you fit-
forward and
Yeah, you
take
fit
the
like 2 people
reins.
there.
You could, throw a magic dagger in the thing's eyes. I agree. You do have the bane of going first in this very somewhat vague, unwinnable situation, and I do apologize for that. But you have inspiration. I don't remember if I told you that or not.
That- Well, no, you know what? That is the first action. Is we're gonna whip the axe beaks and secretariat off to one side to try and dodge whatever
All right,
blast
give me
is.
a dex check.
Dex. I can do Dex.
As you're nimbly trying to get up there and sleight of handing style to move the reins.
I'm gonna use that inspiration.
Hell yeah.
17 with the bonus
Well,
there.
that's good enough. Yeah, you pull hard over Dorsalim's shoulder, and the axe beaks, and you just kind of go, bah, bah, and you turn the left or right. What are you thinking?
Always left.
I agree with you. That's what I almost said to the
It's-
left, but I was like, no, Tim, you didn't do it.
It's ingrained in my brain now. It's the Toy Story logic. It's
Yeah.
always in the shadows to the left.
So you are coming together, dragon, beak, sled, and then you go like this, and you're like careening next to it as it's like slowly moving its head around. Nettle, what would you like to do?
I am gonna pull my pistol out because I've never used it before,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to shoot the skeletal figure off.
All right.
of her.
As Nettle pulls the pistol out, it coalesces into her hand an icy sheen from nowhere. Go ahead and roll.
So it's like a shiny gun, like a.
Yeah, what does it
Like a
look
set of-
like,
So it's a shiny.
Nettle? Oh my god.
It's
Monitor, stop it.
it's icy. It's got like vines around the handle of it, but like it has like an icy sort of shine to it, like ivory but icy.
Oh, it's like a skin that you'd pay like $7 for in Destiny for a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a gun that you had like a 1 in 4,000 chance of finding. Like if you have to like keep going through the guns, and then finally you'll get one, and it's an alternate color, and it sparkles every time it comes out.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, it's like a shiny. It's a shiny. Yeah.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Okay. Give us a gun shoot.
Gun shoot.
22 to hit.
22 to hit. Describe what it looks like. What sort of boom boom comes out of gun?
So it is a like. It kind of looks like Moonbeam, but like with ice crackling noises, and is like almost lightning-y.
Okay. So yeah, instead of moonbeam come down, it's like a crackling icy something.
Ice Chidori.
Yeah, comes
Yes.
out of the front of Nettle's oddly different gun and cracks into Melthorond on top.
Which, like, the gun probably looks like, if you've seen it before, because Deadeye used to use it and
Yeah.
then gave it to me, it looks like wildly different than that.
Yeah, Deadeye is like
Is
Not-
that?
not
Did
just from how different the gun looks, but how
Deadeye
the
says,
gun-
"What's all this then?"
It, yeah, and it cracks into Melthorond in the stirrups. He falls to the ground, and it is now Rithrachi's turn as she screams, and her she almost like stops and burps with like ice crystals shoot out around, and she's like, Melthorond, and she like is running around him like a very, very stupid dog. She screams, "Help me get him back! Wow, you get me, Melthorond! Please don't get back in the saddle! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up!"
Damn.
Damn. Damn.
Oh boy.
Damn. And she seems to have forgotten you a bit. Tash, what are you doing? The sled is getting farther away. You're probably 50 feet or so from this is probably you're probably the closest you were with Nettle, so now you're probably about 50 feet, give or take, from Aviritrachi as she's frantically trying to like push Melthorond up onto her saddle. Like, come on, Melthorond, don't be lazy. This is no time. But she's like actively freaking out. Her wings are like kind of like shooting out and coming back in, and just like accidentally covering Melthorond with snow. And then she scrapes him out again. What do you do?
That makes me really sad. Oh man, you'd probably kill me if I went to go help the dragon, huh? Yeah, probably.
I
Okay.
would kill you. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. What do I want to do? Shoot, I can't do anything good enough
I will tell
to
you,
hurt the dragon.
it's fine to do nothing.
I feel
you can do a
Tash always just does nothing.
You can do a classic. I guess I'll do a perception check to point out a
That's
bad
true.
thing. You can do a persuasion check to tell the frickin' everyone to do better. You can do an animal handling check to notice that one of the axe beaks is hurt or something like that.
There's always the help action.
Oh, is it the help?
What's that?
Help action gives advantage to the next person.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Well,
didn't
the
know.
person you give it to anyway.
That's a thing? I
Yeah.
didn't know that was a thing. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That sounds hella useful.
It does.
Who's next?
Who is next? The Giant Elk, aka my good friend Deadeye.
Yeah, I'll just help. That sounds like a good thing.
Okay.
You're going to help
Since
Deadeye?
we're in a
Mhm.
vague, unrules defined in 5th edition zone, please roll a d20.
Me? Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Since we're not in combat, we're in this narrative zone.
I got a 19.
19. That's great. You're on alert to help Deadeye. You're now 70 feet away from the dragon who's screaming. Joshua, you have two
Poor little guy.
characters that are up next. It goes Deadeye, then Dorksalim, along
It
with
do.
Tash assisting whatever it is happening.
Okay. I mean, Deadeye is mostly tapped out,
Okay.
but I'm looking through his skills. Okay. And it's still like full empty. There's no. It's just still a tundra
Yep.
barren thing
Yep.
situation.
It is somewhat sloping down, and there's more of the, I guess you would say, ground features, but no like mountains
Okay.
and hills quite yet. It's like
Okay,
the
okay, well
transition
then-
zone between MMO zones.
I'll have Deadeye. Did you specifically say you're helping Deadeye?
Yeah.
Then I will use the help with Deadeye to perception out potential road hazards.
Cool. Perfect. Yeah. Give me an advantage roll for that.
17 plus 2, 19.
Oi, success.
Yeah, we desperately needed that advantage. And then I will
You are
utilize
90 feet away from the panicking dragon, who is furiously screaming for Melthorond, asking you hear out, "Help me, and I will not kill you."
we are so far.
Oh man.
I'm going to use the knowledge that Deadeye gives me from the perception to help better guide
Okay.
our tender birds away.
So true.
So that's animal handling, or yeah, animal handling.
Yeah.
That is a 16.
Okay. Yeah, that's good enough. You're able to kind of scooch them around like a skier down a mountain in the Olympics, avoiding any of the rough patches or specifically in like the better patches. In my estimation, you are going and you have escaped the clutches of the dragon. As it is, you hear it screams, its panicked cries getting quieter and quieter and quieter as your wagon gets deeper and deeper. Eventually, after an hour of not hearing the dragon or anything, you start to get into like where there's like higher hills and things like that, and you haven't heard the dragon yet. But I think that's where we're going to end there today, after successfully scooching from my friend the dragon, who, you know, we'll do a out of character camera thing, right? After 20 minutes of Avriace screaming and freaking out about Melfarond, she kind of sits down and takes a deep breath and is like, ah, and then just scoops Melfarond up with her giant hand and puts him back on her back. The famously extremely stupid white dragon, in her panic, forgot that she could just pick him up, which is literally what the book says. And you see her
That's what the book says.
Flies back and away from you, seething, but happy to have her rider back once more, as she apologizes. Sorry, Melfarond, that was scary. We'll get more treasure for you. You did well out there. As she disappears over the horizon. Wow. Whoa.
I have to take 2 showers after that. I am extremely sweaty in the lower back.
Yeah, you know, there's a moment where I was like, it feels wrong not to Chekhov's dragon. You know, that feels like it'd be stealing from you, even though it is an unwinnable dragon fight if you go up. Like, it would
We also had that hilarious, is it a 1? Is it a 100?
That was fun. Yeah, we went from that's a perfect roll to whatever you rolled 5.
Yeah, Pat would have known immediately.
Yeah.
But this is why we have straight people on here, so they can do the math for us.
Part of me was like, what if they crashed into her? And I was like, no, that.
To Tim, manifesting.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Susie. What a gift you've given to us. All right, let's go ahead and make freaking do plugs.
I really hope that Elkin John wasn't like the spirit of someone I knew in an elk body, because I'm gonna feel real bad about that later.
Oh my god, what if everybody you've eaten turns into a fuzzy animal in the bag, since you're the one that touched it?
Oh.
If we find out what the bag is without Mittens knowing, we should lie to him.
Yes.
I will say Deadeye probably knows what all the magic items are now. And I can tell Pat, not next week, but the week after, I think, is when we're all here again. I will be at Gen Con next week. So if anyone will be at Gen Con, what's up?
Yeah, go say hi to Tim.
Yeah. Well, how about you guys? What about your beautiful plugs? I'm going to go figure it out.
Yeah. You can find me at Susie_Checky. Oh my gosh, you're caught up on my podcast. D. Martin, you are... Miss Lily's fine. She's going to be fine. Who am I? I'm Susie. You can find me at Susie_Checky on Twitter and TikTok and I don't know, probably other places. You can also find me at UAPcast, which is Uncommon Adventures podcast, where we do shenanigans, and Miss Lily will be fine. We haven't recorded that episode yet, but she will be fine somehow, I promise. Yeah, this was a nice lunch break for me, so thank you.
Hell yeah.
I am Brett, and you can follow me on Twitter at Brett Eagles, which I will put in chat and start typing it now because I always forget that I do that. And I have a podcast that I do with Pat who wasn't here today. It's called Let's Rewatch. It's a very entertaining movie chat. And I'll do Pat's thing. Buy Pat's books.
Mhm.
He has a book out, Space Tripping, and another one that's coming out, the
Space
sequel.
Tripping too.
And it's thepatedwards.com, I think.
Yeah,
If you want to
yeah.
get his stuff.
Yeah, thank you. Josh, how about you?
Hello, my name is Josh. You could find me all across the internet at Josh Sketh. That's Josketh. I'm on a show with Tim called Naruto Reviewto, where we watch episodes of Naruto and reviewto them Shippuden style because we're in Shippuden now. I post pictures of people on Instagram. I act up on Twitter. I'm a very avid and successful Pokemon player. So if you want to get rocked, you know where to at me. There's something else that I'm missing.
I don't think so. You did Naruto.
I think it's
you did
everything.
You did Instagram. Jennifer, how about yourself?
Hello, I'm Jennifer. I'm a freelance illustrator and artist. You can find me on Twitter at JenPeg. You can find me every other Thursday playing a homebrew campaign on Spear of the Bard's channel. And I'm very happy to get to play Nettle some more.
Yay!
Yeah. I'm very glad that your lore was literally that your parents were cultists of the guy in the book that can bring people back to life. You can find me on Twitter at Tim Lanning. On Twitter there and other places there. I got to run. So thank you so much for being here. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Next week is probably Bandit time, I believe, or we might have to skip. I forget which. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.